Bitcoin and crypto is falling. We have CZ now under fire. He had an interview yesterday, which he was not able to answer some pretty simple questions. And then today we have their auditing firm now suspending all crypto audits for the foreseeable future, or audits, I should say, attestations. They are suspending that part of their business. We also have news of another major exchange having a ton of issues that I want to talk about here today and trying to kind of go behind your back, I think, with one of their stablecoins. And it's one of the largest stablecoins out there, so I would be careful. It is like top 3 or 4 in terms of stablecoins. And we also have some other news about Donald Trump. I want to talk about that. I'm not going to get political with it, but we have another crypto company also raising hundreds of millions of dollars here today. And I think we have to cover that because it is good for the space. And we have a show sponsor today. I will put links underneath the video and I will put timestamps as well. So you can skip around if you want, but I would highly suggest staying through to the end of the video. Now, Bitcoin fell down about $500 over a couple minutes earlier this morning and then had a couple other dives. Now, I think there are a couple reasons for this. One, we just have the overall indices falling down. We have this downtrend on the S&P 500. We bounced against this several times and gotten rejected. Today, we have another down day in the markets after people were kind of evaluating the Fed's speak the other day. Now, another reason for Bitcoin being down in crypto could be that there's still a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt around Binance. Now, I've been pretty vocal about this over the last few days, and I've gotten some people really fighting against it, but I've had even more people, I think, being happy that I was bringing this news because I don't really care if it's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I just want to bring you the news because then you can do with it what you want. There have been too many people that have been cautious, I think, to talk out about cryptocurrencies or about specific companies that were in trouble, and it's definitely hurt users. So I will bring you the news. If you like that, hit subscribe underneath the video so that I can continue to do videos like this. I would anyways, but I much prefer it if people actually like it for me to know that. Now, Binance had the proof of reserves report deleted from the Auditors website. This looks bad, and I've been covering this over the last few days. First of all, Binance had their audit, but they really didn't show much. They just showed their Bitcoin liabilities versus assets, essentially. Then they were under investigation for a couple different things. They halted USDC withdrawals, which they just said was because the banks weren't open. They had executives leaving, capital fleeing, and charges coming, rumors coming out. And then they also had some other news because, well, CZ was interviewed, and he couldn't answer some very simple questions about clawbacks of money from FTX and about auditing. There's a question why they don't have a full audit, and CZ said that the auditing firms don't know how to work with crypto companies. And the CNBC host said, doesn't Coinbase have a top 4 auditor, which is Deloitte? And CZ says, honestly, I don't know. We don't really pay attention to Coinbase, which if they're the top cryptocurrency company or exchange in this space, they have basically 10% of the overall crypto market cap on their exchange. They should know what one of the other top companies does, especially at a time where it's so important to have your audits done. So many people are worried about it. They should be looking for ways to do this, not saying that they don't know what's happening with other companies. It seems like a poor excuse and probably just misthought at the time. CZ also said that 99% of people will end up losing crypto on self-custody, which is, I think, a gross exaggeration. I understand why he's saying that some people do lose it, and you hear horror stories about that all the time. But at a time where so many exchanges are collapsing, I would prefer my crypto to be on cold storage as opposed to, hopping around exchange to exchange. Whichever one has the least amount of FUD, that's where my crypto is. I think that's a bad strategy. So with all that in mind, I think there's a couple different reasons Mazars maybe did this. So they suspended all services for crypto exchanges, including proof of reserves. Mazars clients includes Bitcoin, includes Binance, KuCoin, and Crypto.com, among others. Now, the main reason I believe for this is because FTX collapsed, and now the auditors are kind of in the hot seat. They should have determined some of this. They should have known about some of this or given some warnings. Now, Mazars didn't do a full audit on Binance. I don't know what they've done with KuCoin or Crypto.com, but I think that they're probably just a little bit worried. They don't want the liability. They also weren't able to actually perform a full audit, so they probably got a large amount of money from Binance to do this, but it just is a very bad look. Now, it also is a bad look. The timing. Binance just got this, I think it was last week, and now the company took it down from their website. Definitely not a good look. Binance has had a lot of crypto coming off their exchange as well, so I would just be careful. I don't think it's worth holding your crypto on there. There are links to Trezor, one of the best cold storage wallet solutions, underneath the video if you want to check that out. But let's move on to the next crypto exchange, Gemini. A few days ago, I reported that they had 5.7 million Gemini users' emails taken through a third-party site. So be on the lookout for any kind of phishing scams. I would not respond to those. But we also had news today, actually two big pieces of news. Schedule maintenance keeps Gemini down for hours. They had 3 hours added to their normal maintenance without explanation. Not a good look. And what's I think even worse is that they had a modification to their terms of service of the Gemini dollar. GUSD is one of the largest stablecoins out there. And last night, Gemini emailed their customers to announce their updated terms and conditions, which seek to retroactively waive users' rights to sue Gemini or participate in class action lawsuits. They say if you are not a Gemini customer, by obtaining or using the Gemini dollar, you agree and understand that obtaining or using the Gemini dollar does not create or represent any relationship between you and us. This is not good. You know, whenever they say that you basically have to waive your ability to sue them, that's basically them covering their behind in case something bad happens. Obviously, they're in a tough spot with Gemini Earn because they did have a lot of exposure to Genesis. So I'm not sure exactly what will happen with Gemini. And to be clear, with Binance or with Gemini, I hope both of them get through it. I hope all these exchanges that are left get through it and they clean up what they've been doing. If they've been too leveraged, if they've been stupid with using customer funds and being fraudulent, committing fraud, I really hope that they stop it and that they get through it, because I don't want more exchanges to go down and more people to lose money on these exchanges. And I really do like the Winklevoss twins, to be clear. I think that they're pretty bright, and I think that they are pretty honorable people as far as investors can be and business people can be. I think they do try to do good and try to make money from it, but I hope that everything's okay with both these exchanges. Now, I will talk about a couple things here in a second, some good news. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk to you about SFUSD, which is today's sponsor. Now, SFUSD is the world's first stablecoin native to the Polygon blockchain. They say that they can give a significant amount of return, which is one of the first things I want to ask about. They say that you can get 1% staking rewards a day through their website. And I asked them, I kept on pressing them to give me more information on this. And just keep in mind, this is how they pay such a high amount. They say that they have a trader group that belongs to SFUSD, which traders only use the SPX 500 or index to make trades. Now, they think that they can make about 1.5% a day, and they are going to give you a return. Now, if they don't make this much, they will have to lower the staking, obviously. So keep that in mind, that this is pretty much like a hedge fund almost, but they have a stable coin on the front end of it. They say that they can give a significant monthly percentage. So if you invest in this, it is very risky in my opinion, but could also yield some good results if they can actually trade that well. Now, they also have some giveaways going as well. You can buy the token through their website. And then also they have this giveaway going. They're celebrating the launch of SFUSD, and they are going to give $10,000 away. You can follow their Twitter and Telegram, retweet this post, buy and stake 10 USD on sfusd.io in order to win $10,000. They also have a giveaway on their Twitter page. I'll put all this underneath the video in case you want to check them out. Just keep in mind, this is pretty high risk because it is basically investing the funds to try to give a return. We just got news last night that Amber Group completed a $300 million Series C fund round. Now, this is led by Fenbushi Capital US and other crypto native investors and family offices. I hadn't really heard about this company at all before this, and that's probably bad. They're not huge on Twitter, but I hadn't heard about them too much. They had a decently sized funding round a few months ago, actually probably a little bit longer than a few months ago prior to the FTX collapse, a $3 billion valuation. But they had 10% of their crypto on FTX. So they are in a difficult place, but the fact is it must be okay because they still were able to raise funds And I believe they're an investing group, a trading company, which it's a little bit odd that they're able to raise this amount of capital right now, but I think it's still overall good news that we are seeing a lot of money flooding into crypto right now. Speaking of money flowing into crypto, Trump NFT collections sold out very quickly, and now the price is up about 130% from the mint price. Now, I'm not getting political here. I'm not saying I like Trump or I dislike Trump, but this will bring more people into crypto. It's putting more eyes on crypto. And to be fair, the people that don't like Trump might be turned off even more to get into crypto, hearing about this, because they might think it's some kind of money grab. But overall, I think it will bring more people into crypto, more eyes on crypto in a positive way. They are on Polygon as well. Polygon with another win out there, but they were able to trade they were able to sell out of their 45,000 unit collection at $100 a piece, so $4.5 million very quickly, and they already have about $1.1 million in trading volume. So Trump is making some money from this. Whoever helped him with this is making some money, and it's bringing more people into the crypto space. Let me know your thoughts about that underneath the video. Well, maybe don't. Maybe don't get political down there. Just let me know if you think this will bring more people into crypto or will turn more people away from crypto. Also, let me know your thoughts about CZ and Binance in general, along with Gemini. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.